Thanks very much. It's interesting, the Alfred Hospital. The first time I came here was when my friend, a medical student's girlfriend, came back from Sweden in the late 70s. And she came back looking a bit like Sigourney Weaver. You know, she was a bit bohemian and a little bit changed since she left. And we took her out for dinner on the second night she got back, and she had a seizure. And she was diagnosed with a frontal tumour, and she came in here and spent the last days here, really. And that was my experience for the Alfred Hospital until I came back as director of the emergency department. And in that time, a whole lot of things had changed. For instance, the internet had been invented, digitalization had been invented, computers had come on the scene, which just didn't previously exist. So I just want to briefly talk on that little play on word. When I was an intern, we were told, if you don't put your finger in it, you'll put your foot in it. And I've changed it to this concept of digitalization, because we're very digitally dependent now. And it's a great way of sharing information. It's the second renaissance. Just like the first renaissance developed new perspectives and the printing press to propagate information, we've now got the internet and computers to do the same thing worldwide. So it means we can share a lot of information which helps our patients, certainly helps diagnosis, and performs a great tool as a communication device. And we're developing new things like decision support technologies with heads-up display. Hopefully in the next year or so that people can get that information real time. We'll have checklists constantly updated so that it's related to that specific patient and can be shared by a whole lot of people so that their likelihood for error and bad outcome is reduced. There's new technology we have access to outside from Baltimore that monitor the patient continuously during the inpatient stay, so they give them pre-alerts to unexpected deterioration just from this mass data. So what's the difference then? Well, the difference is when you talk about interface and HUDs, it's not really the interface between the human and the machine, it's the interface still between the human and the human. So it's the IQ versus the EQ. We know we can increase our cognitive load with digital information, but we don't increase our humanity. And one of the great things about the Alfred, the reason it's popular and the reason young people want to work here and people who want to develop work here, is because it's still an intensely humanistic and personal experience. I just want to reinforce that amongst people that, you know, when you're sticking your finger into someone, it's an intensely personal experience, whether it's a catheter, a vaginal exam, a PR or a wound, and that is the humanity that keeps us all together, and the digital stuff will support it. Thanks very much.